Hello, thanks for joining me again. As we're looking at the Epistle of Peter and understanding how we ought to live when the end draws near before the coming of Christ, he reminds us how we ought to prioritize our lives. He reminds us that we need to be living soberly, not in excess, temperate lives, and that we need to make sure that we are people of prayer. We are dedicated to the purpose of prayer. Then the next verse here in 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8, it says this: above all, keep fervent in your love for one another, because love covers a multitude of sins. You know, there's going to be more and more anger on the earth. As we get more polarized culturally and even globally, as we find people wanting to pit men against women, black against white, rich against poor, Democrats against Republicans, no matter what, everyone seems as though they feel the need to pick a team. While we live in these last days, let's remind ourselves of who the believer is. He and she, they are called to be people of love. We are called to love the world. We are called to love our enemies. We are called to bless those who curse us. We are to pray for those who abuse us. That is such a good reminder. And doesn't it make sense? If everything is about love, and even God is love, the darker the world gets, the brighter the light of love. So I remind myself today, and I remind all of us, am I loving everyone in my life? Have I allowed unforgiveness or frustration? Have I allowed quarreling and arguing and politics to invade my heart? Has it removed from me the capacity to see people beyond their sins? Because this verse reminds us, love covers a multitude of sins. No matter how much the sins of this world stand against me, come against me, try to hurt me, and try to hinder me, love covers sins. No matter how many times they have offended me, I forgive them 70 times 7. Why? Because love covers sins. Lord, today, teach me how to love. I pray that before I leave this planet, this earth, before I step into eternity, I pray, Lord, that I will have learned how to truly love